Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hideous Diversion Podcast, episode number 49. 49. We're almost at the big 50. I am your host, Mike Hideous, and I am pissed off. Somewhere to my left or right, or maybe on the bottom, is my co-host, Mr. Bryan B., also known as the mayor of Fresno, California, Mr. Mayor Bryan B., Dr. Esquire.
Oh, yeah, baby. How are we, Emperor Hideous? I didn't call you Empress.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, how are you?
Good, man.
Good.
Just keeping busy, paying the bills, that kind of thing.
What's your
How
gas
about you?
up to?
How about you?
How about me?
Right now, it's like 550.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great, dude. I absolutely love it.
we just hit $4.19. Lovely, lovely. Um,
Mm.
so everything okay with you, by the way, Mr. Bryan?
Yeah.
Good.
I got
Okay.
Mrs. Brooke over here next to me. She's scrapbooking. And
Hello, Mrs. Brooke.
she can't hear me because she's got headphones on too. So
Okay.
she's watching Fox News, and she's probably going to start screaming at the screen here in a second. So, liberals and stuff like that. So
So, ladies and gentlemen,
she heard me.
you're gonna smack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest, a friend of mine and Brian's, a man from a band called October Noir in Florida. His name is Tom Noir. Tom, say hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
My friend.
How are you?
Man, I'm hanging in, dude. Just,
Thank you for coming on tonight.
Oh, yeah, always. Anytime you need me.
I appreciate that. Your hair's looking good, bro.
It's looking like shit.
No, it's not. It's looking good. Let me see. Go like this.
He's,
No, it looks-
he's got a
it looks
pixie
good.
cut. He's got a
Yeah.
pixie cut.
I think it
Oh,
looks
Lord
good.
Farquaad.
I know you were complaining when you cut it, but it's growing back. It's coming in long.
Yeah, it's all right, man, because my hair tends to grow pretty fast. I'm kind of lucky in that.
And you're probably loaded with testosterone, so your hair grows quicker. You're a young man.
Maybe. I don't know. Could be falling a little short. I'll be 42 this month.
Yeah, that's true.
Next
You're younger. You're younger than I am, though. So fuck you.
Yeah, you're saying the big 50 for your show. I thought you were talking about your age.
No, it's gonna be the big 60 in October.
God.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
crazy.
right? I can't even believe it myself. I
Does the
blinked.
downstairs still work?
You want to find out?
Hell yeah, I want to
Yeah.
find out
Fucking-
$20.
Bitch, I'll slap your ass around.
Let's all whip it
Mushrooms,
out. We'll do a comparison.
Oh,
Oh yeah, dick measurement.
a dick measurement. You get the ruler. Wait,
Do some docking.
Yeah.
there you go. All right, I got
Hey,
it.
Tom, I question because I was asking Mike the other night.
Yeah.
What do you guys consider yourself? Is it gothic metal, gothic rock?
Yeah, I usually just say gothic rock. I think it's easiest.
Okay. Well, I accidentally put it in the title as gothic metal, but I'll definitely
That's
change
okay. That's
that.
okay too. Yeah, you can leave
Okay.
it as gothic metal because it's several elements.
Mhm.
You know, it's not trapped to one little thing.
Right. Totally get it, man. Okay.
I think a lot of times it depends on the fan. Some people will describe your band. I've had it happen to me a million times. They'll describe your band as one thing or another thing or something new that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
So it's like
Or just terrible.
or
usually
just
described as
terrible.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, they're a terrible band. They don't even categorize them. They just
That's
suck
right. It just
Under
put this over here.
in the
We
suck
suck.
section.
Yeah.
So what's new? What are you doing? What's going on?
Oh man, well, we got a lot going on. I've been waiting to announce the big tour that's coming in July, but we're being told to hold on, so I've got to honor that agreement. Outside of that, we're getting ready to go on the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Yeah, define
saw
what that
that.
is. Explain that. What is
Yeah,
that?
so it's like it's a bunch of bands from like the 80s almost. So, like Zach Wild's going to be there with Black Label Society, and you'll have Slaughter and Faster
Ugh.
Pussycat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Faster
there's a whole
Pussycat's
bunch of
good. I like them.
variations. But they throw them on a cruise and people jet down to this one's going to the Dominican Republic and then up to the Bahamas. And then it's just like a big fucking concert the whole time.
Badass.
Yeah. So we're
But
gonna go.
your October Noir is not performing. You're
No, we
just
won't
going
be
there to promote.
performing. Yeah, we're going there. So we have a wardrobe lady, Sherry Lou from Right Stitch Rockwear. So she does our clothes, and she does stuff for the Scorpions and Ace Frehley, of course, when he was alive. So she's got a good name and good company with herself. So we picked her up and started using her for all of our stuff, and she actually got us in. She asked us to come do the metal catwalk thing. I'm not a model, but I guess I'm gonna go do something stupid on the stage. I was talking about because the pants are spandex. I was like, I need more ass, so maybe I'll get up there and just shit my pants where they swell up and
Can
it'll look like I got a nice BBL.
I don't mean to interrupt your story, but I got to tell you a little something.
Yeah.
Back in the early part
Of course, Mike has a catwalk story.
I do.
Of
And
course.
you're gonna like this. It's very punk rock. In the early part of 2000, somewhere probably closer to 2005, 4 or 5. So there was this huge like club in New York City, and I can't even remember what it was called, but there was a big fashion show going on. All right, and I was asked to be a part of it, and I'm like, but like I was like you, I was like, why? What do you want me to do? What, they're like, well, you're Mike Hideous, you've got this look, and I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So I had to put this outfit on. It wasn't too much different than my own. And I was like, I'm going to give these people something to remember. So the place was
You showed them your dick.
not quite. It was practically hanging out with the pants that I was wearing, but I wasn't showing it off. So the club is packed. I kid you not. There's at least 250, maybe 300 people. And I mean, it's just like heads. It looked like sardines were all there.
Yeah.
So most of the people that were in the fashion show, I knew them. They were friends or associates or people I knew that were in other bands. And so there's one scene, this one, I don't even know what you'd call it, like this thing where I come out and I do this walk around. And the stage is probably, I'd say, maybe 30 feet by about maybe 20 feet. I'm just speculating. So I walk out with a girl, all right, this beautiful looking girl. She comes out in this hot outfit. And we come out together and I let her go and she starts doing this thing, she's prancing, showing
I like watching you doing it.
the booblies were shaking around. And then after that, she comes back to me and I grab her hand and I let her walk downstairs. And then I walk up. And now when I walk up, I walk up and I walk right up to the edge of the stage and I go, fuck you. And I spit on the floor.
That is pretty punk rock, though.
That is
You're not
definitely
lying.
punk rock.
Everybody was like this.
Why were they trying to catch your spit?
Yeah.
They weren't expecting it. Like I walked like I didn't do like the guy walk like, yeah, that's me. I'm wearing this jacket. Look,
See,
I just
that's the way I feel about it because I'm thinking, I was like, what the fuck am I going to even do? Because she's talking about doing rehearsals one of those days. And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm going to look like a fucking lump on a dick, man. I'm going to be stiff as shit.
lump on a dick.
So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
How about you bring a squirt gun?
I
Water
could,
gun,
yeah.
and
What
like
t-shirt
squirt
contest?
people or
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be like a lot of elderly women with a lot of plastic surgery. So,
like that
Just
girl, like
speculating.
the heavy metal girls from the 80s are all
Yeah,
like
right,
in their
that with the
60s
big
now.
hair.
right.
The big hair.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
teased up hair.
It's all teased up.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm expected to walk into. I don't know.
Well, yeah, ask your whoever who's running it. Maybe you can do something a little off key.
Oh, I'll tell you what's off key was when she asked me to wear a pair of fucking leopard print spandex, and I said, "Sherry, you're fucking killing me."
Ooh.
Yeah, don't get excited because I'm not doing
I
it.
am excited.
I have a little story. I have a little story for you. Let me tell you about the first time I ever wore spandex leopard print pants.
Oh,
And of course,
well, now
he's
I may
worn them.
not feel so
Of
bad
course.
about wearing them.
Wait. What'd you say, Brian?
I said, of course you wore them. Of course you
Of
did.
course. All right. So I'm. How old was I? I think I was 16. Yeah, I was 16, and I was just getting into like punk rock, coming out of new wave. I was still into new wave, but I was going into the punk rock scene. Now, my oldest brother, he was insane, still is. And back then, he used to wear the leopard or cheetah print spandex pants with this, crazy shirts and this biker leather jacket. He'd go out to the clubs. Well, I asked him, "Hey Frank,
Can I
I'm
borrow
going."
your leopard pants,
Yeah, I was
please?
like, "Can I borrow your leopard spandex pants?" I said, "I'm going to this." It was a battle of the bands dance kind of thing for high school. Now, mind you, I was only what was I, a junior? I think I was a junior. And I had asked this girl, Jill. Jill was cute. I asked this girl, Jill, to come with me, and as well as my other friends too. My best friend Patrick, my friend Chris, all the other people I knew. We all go to this thing, and of course, I'm the only one who's dressed like a fucking maniac. And we go to this thing, okay? And I've got at the time spike bracelets were coming in to be popular, and I had my bracelets on and everything. So we go there, and we're all sitting in a group, and these two guys come over where I'm sitting next to my girlfriend. These two guys come over and they're like, "What are you, some kind of faggot?" And I'm like, "What?" And now they're like hitting on my girlfriend and everything. So at that point, like they're getting a little bit obnoxious. So I stand up. And when I stand up, one of the guys gets right in my face, like, "What the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And he pushes me back down on the chair. So of course now they're making fun of me. They're making fun of my pants and everything like that. I'll make the story short. Ultimately, like a bunch of them gathered, all these guys, and they were big guys. They were like, I was going to be a freshman in high school, or I think maybe sophomore. I don't know. No, I was going to be a junior. That's what I was going to be, a junior. And these guys were big. They looked like they were like left behind like three times in high school. So they're like 21 in senior year. So at one point, another guy comes over, and I'm like, they had been bothering me all night, threatening me, like bumping into me, and just being obnoxious. So I was really having a bad time. And every time it happened, like if somebody come near me, I was like, "Look, man, I don't want to fight. I don't want any trouble. I'm just here to have a good time." And then something would happen. I don't know. Anyway, this one guy comes over. He's kind of like good cop, bad cop. He's the good cop, and he starts talking to me. He's like, "Where'd you get those pants?" I'm like, I got them. What can I tell you?" I knew he was fucking with me. And then he sees the bracelets on my hands, and he goes, "I like those spike bracelets." He goes, "You should give them to me." I said, "What? No, I don't want to give them to me." So he turns to his friend Nick. Nick was a Neanderthal, about 7 feet tall. And Nick turns and he looks at me, and he's got a spike bracelet over his hand, like covering his fingers. And he looks at me with this death look, and he grabs me by the neck and picks me up off the floor and pushes me back over a table. And he's got these spike bracelets right in my face like this. He goes, "You ever fucking threaten one of my friends again, I'll beat your fucking ass in." This is all happening because of my leopard printed pants. Here's the silver lining. This guy, Nick, scared the bejesus out of me. He freaked me out. I also was going to, all right, so as I mentioned, my oldest brother, it was insane. He was absolutely crazy. He would fucking fight anybody. So that night I go home And I was staying at my cousin's house that night. So I tell her what happened. It's like, what? You got beat up? What happened? So I tell him the whole story. The next day, which was a Sunday, my brother calls me up at my aunt's house where my cousins were. He's like, what happened? I'm like, and I tell him exactly what happened. And I knew the guy's name because everybody knew who he was. So he's like, who is this guy? I'm like, his name is Nick so-and-so. That's it. Well, Nick happened to work at Dunkin' Donuts in Patterson. And one day, my brother Frank and his friend Porky, who was insane, a punk rocker, Jamie, who was insane, another punk rocker, Bobby, who was another punk rocker, like this big, tall, fat guy. All of the crazy people that my brother knew go to Dunkin' Donuts. And here's the best part. I wish I could have been there. It would have just been classic. I walk in, and I'm sorry to take up all this time. I know we're interviewing you, but this is a classic story.
I love story time with Mike, so it's good.
One guy, Porky, walks in and asks for Nick. And Nick comes out and goes, hey, you Nick? And like Nick's like, yeah. Now, mind you, Nick's at work. He's got his Dunkin' Donuts uniform on and everything. So Porky says to Nick, he's like, hey, my friend is outside. He said he's got money for you or something like that. He said meet him by the back door. Well, that was my brother. And they beat Nick to a bloody pulp. Then a couple months later, school starts. And I had just started going to this new school where I got beat up. And I'm walking down the hallway and I see Nick coming right at me. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. Nick walks right up to me and goes, hey man, how you doing? Everything okay? You doing all right? I'm glad to see you, bro. Hey, anything you need, I can get it for you. Don't let me do it.
Hey, and like singing a different tune now.
He was singing a different tune. And this all happened because of the leopard spotted spandex pants.
Well, I'll just say, if I got to put them on, I hope somebody beats my ass too. So
I'm sorry I interrupted you with these stories.
Oh, no, you're good.
You know me. Tell us more about what's going on the ship.
Yeah, so we're going to go, like I said, do the catwalk, and then we're going to help her with a booth just to advertise and stuff like that. But Trey's going with me, so I won't be so lonely. We get to share a bed. Hopefully it'll be like a twin size.
You're going to share a bed?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully they give you two bunks.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
It's supposed to be like a balcony room, so it's one of like the more expensive rooms, which worked out well. So
good.
But yeah, we'll be there for like a week.
And where does this go? To like Cuba?
No, it's Dominican Republic, and then to
Cuba.
I hope so. I get
close enough. Couple of cigars, and you can wave to all the people who are in the dark. Hey, come listen to my band.
Yeah, we're talking about even getting off the ship at any point and do anything. I guess we'll see. But
you said you're going to the Dominican Republic?
Yeah.
Isn't that on the west side of South America?
It's sort of, yeah.
Do you have to go through the Panama Canal to get there?
I don't think we do from here because we're sailing out of Miami, so we'll head southeast. Actually,
I always thought that was on the other side, like on the western side of South America.
I had to pull up a fucking map.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different country. What country did you say?
This was the Dominican Republic.
That's why Dominican Republic. I'm thinking of what's that other country down there with all the insects and wildlife?
Incest.
It's not incest.
Oh, insects.
Insects. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Oh, Australia?
No, it's in the Americas. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So where'd Bryan be?
Oh, here you go. He's got us.
Yeah, so that's down by Cuba. Got it.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, Cuba, Jamaica. Got it. Cool. What was I going to say? So once that's done, what happens next?
So then we sail up to the Bahamas. So we go back north before returning back to Miami.
I think, let me reframe my question. What happens like on the boat? I know you're doing promotion, like basically handing out pamphlets or
Yeah.
flyers, whatever, but what's going to happen on the boat as you go back home?
So yeah, so the whole cruise time, you got bands that are playing, I guess, each night, however many. I'm not sure how they stack them. So there'll be parties and I think strip clubs of some sort, maybe.
Strip
Um,
clubs is
yeah.
that, are you serious?
As far as I've heard, I don't know if it's true. Uh, but
I have a joke
eh,
for you.
Pornhub's free.
Will there be a lot of cocaine?
I'm pretty fucking sure there will be
Will you be doing the cocaine?
the cocaine. I need to buy something like a little trinket souvenir that I could store it all in.
I have a joke for you. You want to hear my joke?
No.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hit me.
So, I went to a paraplegic strip club the other day.
Hold on. What the fuck?
The place was crawling with pussy.
Dude, could you imagine how much money something like that would make, though? They want
Just the thought,
inclusivity.
just the thought of that. Well, have you seen the image that's viral online of this very large woman with a belly that looks like a ball? She's got to be like, I don't know, I'd say 300 pounds. She's in a wheelchair and
Hmm.
she's wearing S&M bondage outfit.
I have not
And
seen
and
that.
behind her, she's got a guy on a leash who looks like Donald Trump, and he's crawling on his hands and knees. It's the sickest thing, bro. Like these people are whacked out.
I
Have you
saw
ever?
that on Gutfeld.
You know what
It
I'm
sounds like
talking
something I'd masturbate to.
about. Yikes! I got a joke for that too, but I'll wait till later. Um, damn it! I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, no, that's all you could think about.
um, so when you get back and you're
Mhm.
home, once the whole thing is done, what happens with, what are you doing next? What's going on?
So after that, we'll be coming into, I think July is the next thing. That's the big tour. So we're start. The only thing I can say right now is we're going to be starting in Houston, Texas, with Jeffrey Nothing from Mushroom Head. If anybody's familiar with them, I'm sure. Uh, and Die Humane. Die Humane was a band that came out around 2020 that had Sal Abrascato, the drummer for Typo, for it.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, they did the first album, whatever, and set it free. So it's really like obscure industrial metal type music. It's really weird and really different. Um, but yeah, we're all gathering up to hit Houston, and then we'll start the tour from there.
That's great. And how many cities or states are you going to hit?
I can't say yet. I have to
Is
keep
that
it under
because
wraps until
it's
it's ready.
not confirmed yet, or
Well, I can't say that it is confirmed, but we've been told to keep silent for
oh,
now,
okay,
and before we release any details. So the touring company is gonna tell us when we can start advertising and talking about it.
good. I know you just moved recently too, so how'd
Yeah,
that work out?
I fucking busy as shit. 7 bedroom, 4 bath house, so it's fucking huge. So it's a lot of upkeep and maintenance. Of course, I had to get in there and start painting and decorating and spending a bunch of money to get everything the way we wanted. But a new studio room that I'm in right now is really fucking awesome. So I
Good,
like that.
good. Have you guys been rehearsing?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we've actually been sitting and tracking some new stuff. So we're starting to work the new album.
Good.
So yeah.
And when can we expect new music releases from October Noir?
Um, I don't have anything on the agenda because normally, like on the in between of albums, we'll do cover songs. I don't have anything lined up or planned. There's not really anything I want to kind of jump on right now. So we're just kind of hanging back.
Are you playing
Did I
gigs?
just, did I
Oh,
just
yeah.
hear an airplane?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
I just an airplane literally just flew over my house,
I
and
thought
that's
I
very
farted.
rare. So what about like I know you're doing the tour and everything, but
Mhm.
is there anything happening locally that you're doing, or
Yeah,
it's just
it'll be later in the year.
oh
So
okay,
after we get back in August from tour, we're headed to Beloit, Wisconsin, right outside of Chicago.
oh
So for
my,
Labor Day weekend, so we're gonna do some shows up there, and then we'll come back, and I think October right now we have lined up for Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi, and then we're gonna do something in Pensacola for like Halloween time.
nice.
Yeah, so we'll get some other local stuff.
It sounds like you've been very busy.
Yeah, I tend to stay that way. It sucks half the time.
It does. That's why people don't like so many people don't realize like if you're not involved in an actual band, they don't realize how much effort it takes.
Oh, well, now more than ever too, because you got to do all your advertising and you got to do everything that you can do because nobody else is going to do it for you unless you're paying them.
And the difference is today is the internet,
Yes.
which makes it even though it's a lot more work, it's actually a lot more easier.
Well, it's easier, but it's also a bad thing because you got so many people now, and especially with this fucking AI bullshit that's been around and really kind of stepping into the limelight. You got to compete with all of this. So you got to know how to work algorithms and fall in line with that shit so people will actually see it because not only are you having a battle with the internet, but you're also having a battle with the algorithms, and then like Meta or whatever the companies that are writing the rules and regulations on how your music's going to be exposed. So I know Facebook before when we were first kind of getting started, it was really good about putting it in front of your fan base, any of your followers. And now they have these rules of, well, we're just going to give it to the 10% of them. And then if there's enough engagement, we'll open up some more percentages for you. And it's bullshit. It's like if you're following the fucking band, put it on the page.
A lot has changed, I'm sure you will agree,
Yes.
over the past, I'd say, 2.5 decades since the early 2000s. Even though the internet was around back then, so much has changed. CDs are practically a thing of the past.
Believe it or not, Mike, CD sales and especially LP record sales
Yeah,
are starting to climb.
Vinyl is huge.
I know vinyl's huge, yeah, but I know there are. I mean, I'm a collector. I've always been a collector. Like oh God, I'm so mad that I sold my record collection, but I had to. I was so hard up for money. I really needed to sell it, but I still have some records left, just the favorite ones that I had, and only true collectors get vinyl or CDs. I got a very vast CD collection as well as DVDs. I like collecting that stuff, but a lot of the people today, they stream it. And if I understand correctly, if you stream it, you have an account. If you drop your account, all that music goes away. Is that right?
Yes, that is
For the
true.
cost of a CD every month, though, you know, and I don't have this big old shelf with all this crap on it collecting dust. I, you know, I'm kind of with the streaming, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, and I understand that. As I said, the comparison between people who collect music, either by record or CD, and by record I mean vinyl albums. Um, I just like having it. I like having it in front of me. I like having a solid, actual materialistic piece of material. So that's the difference. And as I said, if you have an account, if you drop that account, you lose everything. You have nothing, right? Is that
Yeah, streaming wise, yeah. If you pull it, it's like if you swap from one label to the next, you have to pull it from that one label. Then it has to be re-uploaded, so you have to start all over again when you go to the next.
oh God.
So
I
it
would I
sucks.
would I would miss all my music. Are you a record collector by chance, Tom?
I have some. It's usually I'm very particular. I think my last purchase was one of Lycia's records. I think Tyler actually got it for me. But yeah, I like collecting them, man, because you have all the artwork and stuff. I know when we were doing our records, I said, well, I want the big fucking, I think it's like a 12-page booklet inside the thing, and it's got all this extra artwork that's never been seen and never been released on anything else. So we try to do something a little bit more, but it's fucking expensive.
It is. It is. I'm so
That
glad
is one
we're doing it.
drawback about streaming is you don't get all the artwork, all
Right.
the extras in there. You don't get all the lyrics, and well, you kind of do get the lyrics, but it is nicer to have the stuff. But when you
Well,
get to 17,000 CDs or LPs, it just gets ridiculous.
yeah, but then it becomes a bragging point too, so it's kind of nice. But with streaming, you also get really shitty quality music because it's all MP3. You don't get the biggest difference is I could hear like even going from playing it Bluetooth in it from your phone to putting in a CD, even in a car, you can hear the
Oh yeah.
panning on the CD from all the instruments, so you get the whole wide spectrum. Whereas it's all like fucking mono shoved right up the middle with anything on the digital side.
You know what I noticed too? I still have a CD player in my car. Oh, hello. And I noticed that if I'm playing a regular normal CD, if I go over a bump, it skips. But if I'm playing an MP3, which I tend to make a lot of, I make like
Hmm.
compilation mixtapes, if you will, they don't skip, or at least not as much.
No, they won't skip.
Yeah, is there a reason for that? Do you know?
Well, your CDs, it's running off of a laser
Right.
inside the head unit, so that's giving you all your audio and your playthrough. So if it wobbles at all or bounces and shakes, yeah, it's gonna skip
Yeah,
until it
but
picks back up.
what's the difference between a regular WAV file on a CD, like a normal CD, as opposed to an MP3 file on a
Oh, you're
CD?
talking about having it burned in the different formats.
Right. So in other words, like I said,
Oh,
if I burn a CD, an MP3 with all a bunch of songs on it, and I'm playing it in my car, and I go over a bump, even a light bump, it doesn't skip. But if I put a regular CD in my CD player in my car, and I go over a light bump, it skips like that. I was
uh,
wondering if it had
that's
anything to
that's a
do with
good
the data.
question. Well, it should, yeah. So wave format is a bigger file. I don't know how exactly it works when the CD burns the data information there, but that laser's got to read it. So it may just be in MP3 is less data, so it's probably just that's allowing it to continue playing.
That's what I thought. I mean, that was just sort of a
I thought you were
logical
like, oh,
thing.
I'm hitting a bump and I got a CD playing and it'll skip, but then I hit a bump and my phone's playing and everything's fine.
Now, what do we got here, Brian? Huh?
He's giving us
Okay,
some
sorry about that.
education.
WAV files are uncompressed, high quality audio files that store raw data, making them ideal for professional editing and archiving. MP3s are compressed, lossy files that remove data to create smaller file sizes for easy sharing. So apparently, a WAV is a better file.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the full file. When you
Yeah.
record any type of music, you
Yep.
record it in this, I guess, a wave file. So that's
Correct.
everything from the lowest of the lows to the highest of the highs. In an MP3, they eliminate the very highs and the very lows. Am I correct?
I wouldn't say necessarily the heavy highs and heavy lows, but it does compress it to where it's kind of like with video. If you have 4K or 1080p, it's lower resolutions that help the file size, but shittier quality is very similar in that sense. So it is compressing probably a lot of those frequencies, not necessarily to say they're targeted high or low, uh, but yeah.
Speaking of video, have you put anything new out video wise?
Oh no, I think what was the last fucking? Oh, Endless Lonely. We had the Endless Lonely video that came out, I guess, January, maybe December. I don't know. It's been a few months. But that's the one we did like the masquerade look and kind of it was like the big scene from Labyrinth with David Bowie. So it was like
Nice.
that's the inspiration. But then it included all of mine and Kat's wedding footage.
Nice. Oh, by the way, yeah, congratulations. I know
Yeah,
you
thank
got
you, man.
married recently.
Yep.
Your wife
She's
is
a whore.
lovely. Damn.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Of course you are. We know you are. For those of you who are familiar with the fact that I'm a photographer these days, I actually photographed Tom's future wife at the time back in June when October Noir and yours truly did a gig at where the hell were we?
Dingbats.
Dingbats, right. Oh yeah, can we play this, Brian?
New Jersey.
Brian? Hello? Unmute yourself.
There's a specific reason why I'm muting myself right now.
Oh, okay.
He's jerking off.
All right. Do you want to play this, Brian?
Is it not playing?
We don't
Oh.
hear any audio.
Oh, I forgot something. Give me 1 second, guys.
Okay. While you're doing that,
I forgot something.
no
go ahead.
problem. So, Tom, would you want to introduce this and tell us what we're about to watch?
Yeah, this is the Endless Lonely music video that we just did most recently. I can't remember the exact date, but it was the inspiration from David Bowie in the Labyrinth for the band scenes, the ball scenes.
And this song is from where is this song from?
Letters to Existence, our last
Okay.
album.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. I'll tell you, October Noir has one of the many, I should say, is one of the bands that has the most music videos I've ever seen because Tom is able to do them on his own, and which is great because you get to promote the band in that sense. So you're doing a lot of videos in which everybody gets together, you dress up for in these outfits and costumes, and then you do this thing. I commend you. It's a great thing.
Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, it's fun. It makes it easier, and I don't have to pay anybody.
Yeah, that works, right? All right, so let's check this out.
It's back when I had hair.
It's just hair, bro. It'll grow back. Whose hearse was that?
It's actually some fans that we had. They drove from New Orleans to be a part of this.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
great.
dude, that thing had 1,000 horsepower. That fucking thing was incredible.
1,000, nice.
Yes, fully restored.
And where was this shot?
So this is actually in Mobile, Alabama, where Tyler lives. When we did the Vampire Ball in Pensacola, the owners of that bought this place out. So it's like this old colonial home, and they run events and stuff out of it. So they just gave us keys and like, here you go. You're free this weekend, do that. So we went in and did our thing.
So that's wonderful, man. And as I know, since I already know you personally, this is all from your wedding.
Yes.
That's amazing. Look at you, looking all dapper.
I don't know if I'd call it that.
I love those masks those people are wearing.
Yeah, just we put out like a notice and say, hey, come here, masquerade, dress, wear a mask. It was heavy on estrogen that day too. Kind of nice. That's the ones who own the hearses. That couple that was just walking down the hall.
Okay. Ah!
That's what I say every time I step in the mirror.
She looks beautiful there.
Lucky moment.
Who did the masks? Was that all one person who did them?
So I picked out the ones for the band, and then everybody else that's just in the crowd shots, they brought their own.
That's a great shot right there.
Yeah, it was like this weird one-off room. Actually, the representation of Meredith is gonna fucking kill me. The little blonde girl is my oldest daughter.
What's that?
The blonde-headed girl right here,
Yeah.
Bryan, that's my oldest daughter.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
See the little autumn leaf fall? Fucking
I
imaging.
didn't see it. No, I didn't see it.
It's
Sorry.
a weird random moment.
Well done.
Yay. It's over. I don't have to see
That's-
myself anymore.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's really cool, man.
I got to tell you, before you go on, you know
Yeah.
what? When you sing the chorus to that song, you know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
but it's still haven't
Oh, you
found
too.
what I'm looking
I
for.
never would have put that together for that song, but
I
I do
heard it
like.
like in the chorus when you did it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome because
Here's the funny
I
thing.
like this song
Here's the funny thing. I was listening to that song
today.
today in my car. That's why it immediately clicked. I'm like, that sounds familiar.
Drive that right back into your mind.
What do your kids think about you
Uh,
being a rock star?
Man, it's really funny because they think it's the coolest shit in the world. And
Isn't that
they're
great?
like, it is, and they're going around telling all their friends. But I've had my son and my oldest daughter had told me one time. They said, "Dad, I was in school and I was talking to my teacher about your band, and they know who you are."
Isn't that
I was
great?
like, "God damn!" I actually got a phone call today from a friend of mine, and she says, "Tom, I guess you're getting real popular with these teenagers around here because I just had one come up to me to talk about your band, and I just started laughing."
That's great.
So yeah, well, the hardest thing is to capture the younger generations and crowds because they're
Right.
infused in the bullshit, right?
Right.
And they just like whatever sounds good to them. So it's really cool to know when you're kind of hitting the younger generations because that can lead to a lot of fan base.
So, would you say your kids are growing up heavy metal or gothic?
It's funny. My oldest daughter, she listens to a lot of like Nirvana and Bush, and a lot of the bands that I was listening to growing up. Uh, hell, younger than her age. So a lot of the '90s stuff she's heavily into, and of course that inspired her to pick up the guitar. So I was, been teaching her to play. Um,
Who, your
my
daughter?
son, yeah, my oldest, yeah.
You teach her bass?
No, she's learning guitar.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so she
How old is
she
she?
enjoyed it. She's 18.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
at least
so
you got her on the right track.
yeah, definitely. Then my son, he loves like our song "Effigy," which was the Misfits inspired song.
Mm.
That's his favorite one. But then you'll hear him bebopping to the fucking rap music from his room, and I'm just like, oh god. But he's gone down the detour path a little bit.
Sorry to tell you, Tom, you're gonna have to kick that one out of the house.
Yeah, I've been trying. Got your ass for 2 more years, and you're out.
Rap music? Sorry, you're gonna get the hell out. Get a job.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
Well, you're gonna have to work on him a little bit harder.
Yeah, and then my youngest one, man, she because I got three, but she just doesn't care yet. Yet she's only 10, so
That's great.
she'll get there.
And I was trying to say before earlier, as for those of you who are listening or watching, I should say, I'm a photographer. So back in June, when I did a gig with October Noir, which was the last gig I was doing,
Mhm.
I actually planned to take photographs of Tom's wife, Kat, for my project that for a book I'm trying to do called Chicks in Hats. And yeah, I mean, she was just stunning, absolutely stunning to photograph her. She was such a pretty girl.
Yeah,
Um,
the pictures you sent me were incredible.
Thank you, thank you.
Of course, I didn't get to go down there. I was up trying to get ready for sound check, I guess, or
Yeah,
whatever. So,
I was wondering what your opinion was. There was one picture I took, folks, of Tom and his wife, well, wife to be at the time, Kat, and it was supposed to be a picture of Kat floating, and Tom is holding her hand. What'd you think of that picture?
I honestly thought it was a great concept and idea. I liked the way it turned out, but it was really funny because we ended up sharing it online. And I remember somebody commenting me like, "That's a huge bitch." So she just looked a lot bigger because she's
Yeah,
pushed
well,
up into the foreground.
she's jumping off the wall in order to
Right.
make it
And
look
then,
like
yeah,
she's
because she's
floating.
5'10" and I'm 6'2", but she looked monstrous next to me. So,
And she wears
um,
those heels. It makes her like almost
oh, yeah.
six
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
That's
But
great.
she's a
She's a good
teeny little
woman.
thing, man.
You're so lucky. You got a wonderful woman at your side.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Good. And she supports you, and
Definitely.
she's in all your videos now.
Yeah, I told her I was like, "Look, you're not gonna be Sherry Moon Zombie, so we gotta stop. You're gonna have to get over it. I gotta pick up some other girls to bring in, so you just have to deal with it."
How is she with that? Does she, I mean, not to pry, and you don't have to talk about
No,
this
you're
if you don't
fine,
want,
man.
but does a woman like Kat, who's obviously your wife now, is there any sort of jealousy that happens with you
That's
know,
the beautiful thing about it. She is not a jealous person, and I'm not a jealous person ever.
that's
I've
great.
always been a firm believer. Whatever people are going to do, they're going to do it. It doesn't matter what you try to tell them.
Mm.
Otherwise, if you like it or don't like it. Um, but I don't have to deal with that scenario. She's very understanding. She understands that it's about the art and the music and what I need to bring the vision to life. So she never bothers me about it.
That's so
I'm
important.
extremely, yeah. And I will tell you, it takes a very, very specific and special person to be able to do something like
No
that.
doubt, no doubt. And so I commend you on your relationship with each other. That's really wonderful that you found each other and that you're happy. All my congratulations to you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brian, you want to chime in on any of this?
No, you're doing just fine, dude. I'm just enjoying the ride here.
All right. Hey, by the way, Brian, did you get a new microphone? What's all that light coming out of your mic for?
The fucking
Yes, I did.
UFO.
You kept on bitching about my other microphone so much. I just
Well,
I
now
made
I'm going to
sure
bitch about this one.
uh, I don't think you can. I don't think there's a better microphone on the market. So
So you just got
What
that,
mic
bro?
is that?
yeah,
That's is that a Shure?
yeah,
Well, very nice.
yep.
Which Shure is that one? Because this one's SM7B plus or whatever.
M71.
M71. Is that like a
Yep.
podcast mic?
Yep.
Why'd they put the
Yep.
light in there?
I was going to ask the same question. It's because it's pretty.
Flashy.
What, Brian? How many
When
bucks did you spend on that?
when it's red, like it's green right now, right?
When it's
So
red, it's
you're
muted.
like rocking and rolling, right? And then
And that's right when you're muted.
Yeah, keep it that way. That sounds way better.
That's a oh well. Anyway, Brian, that is an
now
excellent
I've
microphone.
been my special needs daughter was in here and she grunts and things. So that's why I've been muting my mic because I didn't want it to come on. So
Gotcha.
that's
How old
why
is
it was
she?
muted. 30,
Oh, she's
Three.
grown.
yeah, 33.
Grown woman.
But
Okay.
she's like a 3-year-old. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. So I can't
You
I
know,
can't stop
like
those
daughter,
noises.
like father.
You know what I mean?
It's okay.
Yeah. Actually,
Brian
I
grunts a
adopted
lot.
her. Yeah, she was a package deal with my wife. So
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So it's one of those.
Well, that's a
things.
beautiful thing, man. And it takes a certain person to be able to raise a child like that too. It's not fucking easy.
I've learned a lot from it for sure, dude. For
It'll
sure.
teach you
Yeah.
great patience.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, is there anything else you'd like to go over, Tom? Because I had a couple other plans that I'd like to share with you tonight. You and Brian,
Yeah,
of
for
course.
sure, man.
As far as
probably-
that video, bro. As far
Yeah.
as that video, that editing is just amazing. It's amazing
Isn't it?
what you can do with a freaking iPhone, dude.
It's
It's
amazing.
like, I'm blown away.
Yeah,
Brian's
a lot of
absolutely right.
people, they don't believe that I'm shooting it on an iPhone, but you know,
Mhm.
I did have like a camera crew and stuff at one point, and that person was more of a photographer, so she didn't like the videography because it is very different going between the two, different sets of laws. But she was ready to get out of it, and she was like, "Look, go get the newest iPhone. It's just as on par as these fucking expensive ass cameras." And Reverence, I think, was the first music video we tried it with, and it came out phenomenal. So I've just been shooting on that ever since.
I have a question pertaining to the difference between cell phone cameras and a regular camera. Now, obviously, when you shoot the footage on the cell phone, it comes out at a certain, I mean, it looks beautiful. Then again, everything is done in automatic mode. Like there's no manual controls per se on a cell phone camera.
Well, to a degree,
But that's
there
not
is.
even the question. That's not even the
Okay.
question. Here's what I'm getting at.
All right.
When you take that final product, the data of that file, the footage, and let's just say, all right, for argument's sake, let's say you edit the entire video and it's, let's say it's 3 minutes long, okay?
Mhm.
What size megapixels, gigapixels, gigamegapixels? Does it change once you put it into the editing process?
So it will, depending on your resolution that you're rendering to. So I was like, man, I was probably 15. I had an opportunity basically as a kid to work on a movie set. And I learned a lot then because you had to do the whole black bag film scroll, right? Where it's this literal bag with sleeves, and because you can't have film exposed to light, right? You ruin your footage. But you would have to take the film rolls that go in the canisters, and you'd have to go in this black bag to roll them up.
I did that.
Yeah. So my time on that set was getting with the production guys and the camera guys and asking them questions like, "How was this? How was that?" And just getting as much knowledge as I could while I was doing it. But one of the things that stuck with me my entire life was all film in picture. That's Hollywood or whatever, you big timers. It's all done in 24 frames per second. So if you ever watch these newer TVs with high refresh rates and everything just looks really silky smooth and kind of abnormal. I don't like that. I like that 24 frames per second. It just gives that feel of cinema. So I kept that in mind when I'm doing my own music videos. So I'll shoot in 4K so you can get as much of the megapixels or the data that you can gather with it, but then I reduce it in rendering to 1080p. So one of the big things I learned in graphics art was when you have a huge image, let's say if you're shooting with one of your cameras, you'll probably get 6,000 pixels by 6,000 or 5,000 by 5,000. Well, by the time you're going to put it online, you're going to reduce that size. It might compress it down to the 1920 by 1080, right, to get your 1080p. But what happens when you compress those megapixels is it sharpens everything. So what's happening on this side of it is I'm essentially using the same technique. I'm taking a 4K, so if it's 4,000 whatever pixels, I'm going to compress it down to 1920 by 1080 and just make it 1080p. So it sharpens everything up, and then the rest is just on the editing.
So the reason I'm asking you that is because, like, for example, Bryan and I, we're both camera guys, and he does video, I do photo, but we use cameras, and we know how ISO works and f-stop and
That's right.
speed and all that jazz, and lighting, of course. But the one thing that Bryan and I both know about is the size of the images that we can get from a camera. In my case, like I've got a Canon R5.
Right.
It's a really good camera. It cost me $3,500. It's a mirrorless camera. And the megapixels, like if I take a picture in RAW, that picture is like 42 megapixels,
Yes.
or at least up to and about. My question to you is, I could take a photo in RAW and it could be blown up into a billboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Bryan knows that. So can you do with a video that you shoot on an iPhone and edit on a computer, can you make that into on a big screen without losing resolution?
Well, naturally you're going to lose resolution, right? So I guess the best way to put it is the right tool for the job you want it to do, right? So your cameras, this is where the phones cannot compete. You could take those 8,000 by 8,000 pixel shots, and they're huge, and you can print whatever the hell you want to print to. You need that for that purpose. So yeah, at that point, I would say if that's what you're after, you're gonna have to buy that camera to make that happen.
I was always curious how that worked, knowing that everything that you've done, well, not everything, but as of late, most of the music videos that you've put out have been all shot in an iPhone, top of the line iPhone, and I get it. They're great cameras, or phones that are cameras,
Yep.
but I was just curious how that all
I will
worked.
tell you the interesting thing because I know about ISO and your shutter speed, blah blah, just from being around in the photography side as well. What the iPhone has is there's a mode called cinematic for video,
Hmm.
and then it's portrait on photo. And what it does is allows you can highlight a certain section. So if you got a face of somebody and you want their face to be in focus and everything in the background to be blurred, then you can adjust the f-stop on the iPhone. Now, it's not a real f-stop, right? You're not adjusting a lens. You're just adjusting.
A control in the phone.
Correct. And so it's projecting that imagery of it. But what these things are doing is there's three lenses. So it's essentially three cameras built into this thing. So it's utilizing those other cameras to manipulate that imagery.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's really cool, man. And again, for what I do, it's perfect.
Yeah. I wish I had this opportunity when I was doing music to do, to have these technical devices.
Oh, it would, man. I remember being, back in the '90s at that age and doing like little home video stuff, and you're using a fucking VHS big ass, shoulder camera
Yep.
to get anything you want to do. And that was film splicing at that point. It wasn't even, throw it in on a digital editor and
That's
chop
right.
away.
First video I ever shot was shot on an 8 millimeter camcorder.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to take all the tapes that we used the footage from and then go to an editor, a splicer, and like he then transferred it into like a beta machine, and then all the all the editing was done through
Beta.
there, and then you get a final beta, right? And then you get a final VHS version of
Right.
it. And that was like in the 80s. So
Yeah.
I'm dating
Well,
myself.
imagine how much time it took to make those processes come together. And that's kind of
Yeah,
the beauty
30
of it.
$35 an hour. I
Ooh.
spent like 16 hours one day in this studio with this guy. We went like right into the morning.
Yeah.
Ended up getting my car towed where I was parked. We went all night just to get a 5-minute video.
Yeah. But that's the magic of it. That amount of effort and work that went into it to create what you were looking for. That's where the magic's lost, because everything is just sleight of hand in today's
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Would you guys both like to get divorced tonight? Because I got a joke for your wife. What's another name for coming inside a woman?
Well, it's definitely not marriage, because that stops.
So it's a term. What's another name
Ejaculating.
for coming inside a woman? Technically, you would be right.
Cream pie.
Would you like to know? No. Would you like to know? Would you like to know the answer that'll get you kicked out when you tell your wife this joke?
I would love to know that, because I'm telling her tonight.
Here's the answer. Loading the dishwasher.
Oh, actually, she'd probably laugh at that one, man.
Oh man.
Thank
That
you.
is fucking awesome.
All right. And I'm not even good at telling jokes.
That was a good one.
Cross that one off.
Yeah, hold on to
All
that.
right. So, Thomas
Yes.
Norris. What do you want to say anything else about the band before I move you on? We're going to do all your promotion at the end of the show, but is there anything else
Yeah.
you want to talk about before we move on?
Well, I've got one more thing, actually.
Please.
So, about 2 years ago, I was given a guy's information, and come to find out, this guy has a company called Junker Designs. And he builds for Motley Crue, Five Finger Death Punch, some pretty big names. And I've been wanting a custom leather jacket for the longest of time. Well, this guy was able to do it. So get all the details together. Bam, we're good. He starts working at it. Finally gets it finished. And he sends me a tracking number. And this, again, it takes 2 years, right? Apparently. So get this tracking number, and it never updates
Tracking number
for the shipment, for the jacket.
for shipping. Okay.
Yep.
He probably gave you the
And-
wrong tracking number.
No, it was the right one.
Uh-oh.
But it never scans. And so I'm hitting him up, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, man, I dropped it at the UPS store. It's supposed to hand off to USPS. And I'm like, well, it's acting like it's never even been scanned in. So we're going back and forth for months before finally saying, look, this thing's obviously lost, stolen, whatever. $5,000 fucking dollars for this thing, right? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So now it's like, well,
Jeez, Tom. You
we
couldn't
gotta-
just go like and get a regular motorcycle jacket
I
like
had
for like
one.
$500?
I had one, but look,
Christmas.
what I wanted out of this motherfucking thing, you couldn't store buy it.
Obviously.
Yeah. So I was like, I have to have it made.
Oh my God.
So, anyways, man, now it's like, all right, you're gonna have to send a refund. There's just no way around it. And he's like, man, there's so much time and work. And so now I'm waiting for this refund, and I'm sitting the other day at my house, and what fucking gets dropped off of my door?
Oh
My fucking
shit!
jacket, and I could not goddamn believe it. So that's this fucking thing
That's
that I've got
nice.
on.
Very
So
nice.
we'll do a little bit of an educational thing, but I'll show you why I had to have it the way I had it. I don't know if you can see, but
Pull
Got
the
the
shoulders up. Pull the shoulders up.
Got the logo on the back. Yeah.
yeah. So all this is done laser engraved.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
of course stud work and shit like that. But then I've got, the roses on the left sleeve and the chains on the right sleeve, all laser engraved. But it's fucking amazing. The fitment is goddamn perfect, phenomenal. So incredible job. Downside is I don't get $5,000 back.
You better wear that thing to your fucking funeral.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get buried in this one. But funny story though. So while I'm in this dilemma, I get in touch with some dude out of fucking Pakistan. And I'm
Really?
like, hey, I need this.
Taminor, I take this band in the name of Allah.
Yeah. So I'm telling this guy, hey man, I've been through this fucking experience. I need this done. But it was only $1,000.
Oh, well, yeah.
So this fucking thing comes, and now this other guy's building a jacket. I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have two.
Okay. So you talked to a guy, probably a terrorist from Pakistan,
Yeah.
who is making or made a leather jacket for you. So now you got
Yeah.
another one coming for
Yeah, I'll have
$1,000.
another one. It'll be
So
a
you
little
have
bit different for me.
$6,000 worth of leather jackets that are only two.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you have a problem.
Slight. Just
Yeah, I'll
slight.
be right back.
All right, we'll wait here.
Um,
So
yeah.
yeah, dude, I mean, do you have like a spending money problem? Are you like a chick or something?
well, the way I said it is, money's made to be spent. You can't take it
Hell
with
yeah, bro. I like you already. I love you.
So if I got it, I've got it. My bills are paid.
Good for
My
you.
family's taken care of. I've got money.
Good for you. That's
to
okay
spend.
then.
I'm happy.
That's good. And I know Tom personally, so I know he works for the CIA and the FBI, and he makes a lot of money. Probably makes about 30 million a year.
God, I
You know,
wish.
you know how
Actually,
they
you know what? I wouldn't even want that much fucking money, to be honest with you.
What are you,
It's just
crazy?
It's more problems.
do you know how many leather jackets you could buy?
Enough where I can't decide on which one to fucking wear.
You could buy your pants could be leather, your shirts,
Oh,
your
man.
your everything could be leather.
Yeah, just start handing them out like candy.
Underwear, leather underwear. What the hell was I gonna say?
Oh, another thing.
Yes.
So talking about spending money, I got a new bass.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
We spoke about this briefly. Let's see.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give a little shout out because the guy we're running with, I'll explain in a moment. All right. So that's the new one there. I don't think you've seen this one yet, Mike.
Wait, hold it up again. Hold it up and keep talking. Keep talking so that the microphone picks up your camera.
Yeah. So this is the new one. It's ESP FRX body. So it's like the Tom Araya version or whatever. I don't really care about signature guitars, but I've got a new bass guy from Rain's Guitars, I believe. So one of the things that I've had to do is put sustainers in my basses to do a lot of the different sounds and weird shit that I like to put into my songs. And this guy actually specializes in building these sustainers, and they're based off of the Fernandez, which was only a prototype. I think I don't even think it ever got into full production, but they weren't around for very long before they got rid of them. But this guy took one of those and reverse engineered it, and then did his own like kind of little methods with it. So that's the thing. This pickup right here is sitting in the front end. So I have infinite sustain, harmonics, whatever. So
Beautiful.
this guy's doing my work for me now, all of my bass work. So I just mail the shit to him. He's taking care of it. So the bass that I had last time when you and I performed at Dingbats, that's in his hands right now, getting the same treatment. But one of the things I'm going to be doing extra is using these Kaler bridges, which allows for a bass tremolo. So I'll have a whammy bar.
Oh wow.
So I'm going to start
Wow.
experimenting
On a bass guitar?
on a bass. Yeah,
Is that even possible?
it is with this fucking system.
I mean, all right,
Is it-
correct me.
Is it like a Floyd Rose or something like that? Like looking
Similar.
or
Yeah, very
Okay.
similar.
Well, correct
Okay.
me if I'm wrong. Isn't a Floyd Rose the locking system for the tuning?
So
Well-
the Floyd Rose is actually that's just the locking tuners.
Locking
Not
tuners,
even
right.
tuners. It's just a locking system. But the Floyd Rose itself is a floating bridge, so it can go
Right.
up or down.
So
The
right,
dime
so
bag was huge on those things.
right, so Bryan, when you said Floyd Rose, were you referring to, as you just said, the floating
Yes.
strings off the fret? Okay, because when I hear Floyd Rose, the first thing that comes to my mind is the locking system. Because I have an Ibanez guitar,
Yeah.
and it's got the locking and the floating
Yep.
thing. But all right, so ladies and gentlemen, you see those colors on the fretboards of the guitar that he's got? That's so Tom can remember which notes to hit when he's playing this song.
That's exactly right. It's funny because everybody's like, "Oh, are you a fan of Pete Steele?" And I was like, "Well, it's really just a fan of the engineering of what he did with it." I was like, "Fuck, you can see it all the way through."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It
that
is
was my whole
fancy.
purpose.
It totally is Halloween. I mean, black
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. Well,
orange.
that was the purpose of that. Was I wanted the orange and black,
Yeah.
the
Beautiful.
Halloween side. But yeah, he stained the whole fretboard because it wasn't quite that ebony color. But and then on the same time, he not only did these things like 3/4 of the way along the fret. I didn't need the whole fret.
I noticed that. I noticed
Yeah, I
that.
like that look, dude. That's pretty bad.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. But the beautiful thing is, this is fluorescent marker paint that you would use to like mark your fucking water lines in your yard.
Really?
Oh,
You could buy this shit in a spray paint can at Walmart.
That's beautiful, brother.
Yeah, but you take it and you coat it a certain way. But he did all this work for me, man, and it's just fucking, it's awesome.
And I can attest, Tom has had some nightmare issues with a previous guitar that he had
Oh,
custom
God.
made.
Oh,
I'm not going to
that
mention
one.
any names.
Hey, you
not gonna-
want to see that one?
Yeah, let's see that one. While you're getting that, I'm going to talk about it. So, when Tom and I first met in 2020, or was it 2019? It might have been 2019, 2020. We were introduced to a guy.
it's
What's
in
that?
pieces. I knew
It
it.
is.
I knew
Yeah.
it'd be in pieces.
Did you break that, or is that
No, I
just
took it the fuck
took it apart?
So
Yeah.
this neck right here was the first thing he finished. Now keep in mind his name is Roser Guitars. I decided to make that nice R into a
Poser.
fucking P. Fuck that guy. The
Oh goodness.
the neck is really nice, but Warmoth made the neck. He didn't even make the neck.
Okay.
What he did make was this fucking piece of shit body right here.
Oh
And
goodness.
as you can see, I've yanked all the components out of it, and this is the hollow. He did
Kind of like a warlock a little bit, huh?
This was actually based off the Iceman guitar. I just had him add a top horn, but his body lines are fucking warpy and ugly.
Yeah.
And just the hack job that he did on the body and everything else. I'm like,
Yeah.
but this thing wouldn't even fucking stay in tune. He didn't even, I don't know. He didn't even set it up right. That fucking guy. Fuck that guy. I hope I never see him.
Okay. Well, again, without mentioning any names, when Tom and I met each other, we were introduced to this guy who was going to make a custom bass for Tom, and then he had approached me to use my artwork on the body of the guitars, which I was extremely excited to do. So I gave him a couple of images that I had drawn like over the years, and I sent them to him. So basically, as you could imagine, if you had the body of the guitar, my image, whatever the drawing or painting might have been, would have been on the guitar in such a way that you could see it with still the pickups being there and the knobs, etc., etc. Unfortunately, they were never made. I had a contract with the guy, and I was very I mean, I know Tom had a real bad experience with this gentleman.
That took 3 years.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not even going to get into it. So that's why I'm not mentioning any names. But I was kind of disappointed because as much as I was looking forward, I had three different designs that were going to be made on these guitars, and they're going to be called the Hideous Guitar, based on whatever the design was going to be. And now we were going to sell them to any Hideous fans or anybody that was interested in the designs, my designs on the guitar. Long story short, they never happened. I did contact the guy about 2 years ago. I said to him, listen, like nothing's happening. I'm just going to tear up the contract. He's like, well, don't tear up the contract. I mean, he goes, I do have the decals. I just haven't put them on the guitars yet. And I'm like, well, what are you waiting for? Like, how long does it take? It's been 6 years at this point, So anyway, all right. So moving along from that, is there anything else you wanted to talk about with October Noir before we move forward?
I think I'm pretty much set up for now, man.
Good.
Covered a
Well,
pretty good amount of ground.
we'll give you all promotions and everything at the end
Yeah,
of the
you
show,
will.
stuff like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to talk to Tom about a couple of things that I picked up off the internet that I thought.
Make sure when you go to share, Mike, that
Yes.
you hit I even screwed up tonight, but when you hit that button on the right, okay, you'll
Mhm.
see share sound. Make sure you hit that arrow button.
So you can hear it, right?
Yeah.
It's like a mute button.
That's one thing I forgot with the software. You gotta hit that.
No problem. No problem. But
Right.
when you played it, were you able to hear it and we weren't? Is that what you're getting at?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's the important thing. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Mhm.
Tom, I'm going to pick a video here if I can
All right.
figure out what the hell I'm doing. Here we go. There's one. Now, let me see if I can do this right. Bear with me, folks. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I see it. Share. Okay. Here we go. Where is that button? Volume button. Is it on the Zoom page?
It's not no, it's at the bottom. It was there. You just need to go to the left a little bit. Go down.
Left.
Go up.
Go
Go
up.
up. Yep,
Right
right there.
there?
Right there. You're full
Okay.
blast.
Full blast. I'll bring it down a little bit too. Okay, so I'm gonna hit play. Tell me if you can hear it. Could you hear it?
Barely.
All right, I'll bring the volume up. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious. I couldn't
right.
hear it at all though. I don't know if we were
All
supposed
right.
to hear it or
I'll have I have the volume all the way up.
Yeah.
It's not so much the point of hearing much. It's really what you're gonna see.
Okay.
So this is just a clip of a bunch of strange people. This guy has the ability to pop his eyeballs out of his skull.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's real? That's not
that's
like
real.
AI or something?
No, no.
Get out
No,
of
Here,
I've seen another lady
I'll back it up
that
a
can
little
do
bit.
this.
Yeah, where is it? Here we go. Oh,
That's terrifying.
Crazy, man.
okay. So here's a little bit of some people who dress, cosplay, who think they're animals.
I bet he got his leather shit on time.
Thank you, Bryan. That was very impressive. Here we go. Here we go.
What the fuck? Is that Ned Flanders? Is this real?
This is as real as the face on your head.
Good God.
Listen,
I think it's kind of sexy. It's kind of hot.
I mean, if you're into it, Bryan, you did do a good little neighing thing over there. I'm kind of worried.
look, as far as I can remember, as far back as I can remember, there's always been this how would I put it? This sect of sexual, I wouldn't say perversion, but fetishes. And one of the fetishes that we all know, it's been around for years and years. It started getting big in the 50s, but S&M, sadomasochism. Sadistic masochism. I think that's the full word. And then
Is that what they would consider this?
well, this is cosplay. And what I'm getting to is the fetish of dressing up, or let's be a little bit more basic. So S&M was sadistic masoch.
I thought it was sadomasochism.
Thank you. Sadomasochism. Sadomasochist. So sado is, wait, if I can't remember. Masochist is the dominant one. The sado, no wait, it's the other way. Masochist is the submissive. Sado is the dominant. So it would usually be a guy or a woman who has a victim, if you will, strapped to like what do they call it, St. Peter's cross or something like that, and then they would whip them with nothing harsh unless they were really out to beat you up. But like a cat, a nine tail, or like a soft whip, or they would tickle you or something like that. It's all fetish play. You know what I'm saying? These people have taken it to a new level. Cosplay, I don't think it falls into the category of S&M or B&D. And for those who don't know what B&D is, bondage and sadomasochism.
Yeah, so it's BDSM.
Yeah, bondage and discipline. That's what it means. So this is a whole.
I'm more in the BM.
Bowel movement. So yeah, I mean, just check this out. And I'm going to bring the volume down because the volume, so we can hear each other talk. We don't need to hear any of this. So check this out. Here we go. You can see that, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, don't care what he's saying, but these people like, yeah, great idea.
That's par for the course.
This is my favorite one right here.
Jesus.
Guess who's in charge in that group?
Oh, and they're usually the ugliest people too.
It's kind of like the furries, and they go to these
Same thing.
conventions and they're banging each other in their outfits. It's like, dude, you have no idea what that person looks like underneath that thing.
Yeah, look at the hair under
Maybe
this
I'm
chick's
just
arm.
shallow.
No, you are as shallow as I am. Believe me.
That's kind of hot.
Can this guy even see? I don't think he's got his. Oh, he's kicking and
I don't think
everything.
he cares, man. Is that his little penis hanging out the side
Look
of
at
that
his little
fucking thing?
small package. Oh, these people, man. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should shut my mouth and let them have their thing. Do what you
Well,
want.
they're going to
but
do it regardless of what
Of course.
anybody else's opinion is.
Yeah, they are.
It just seems so weird. It's just so
Well, it's very
odd
weird to me, yeah.
because they make it out to be like it's. Look, when I was younger, okay, and when I was younger, and I used to go to like the S&M B&D clubs, not to get whipped or whip. I was an observer. I just hung out watching all these freaks do their thing. And there were two major S&M clubs out in New York City, Hellfire Club and what was the other one? Oh shit, I can't remember the other one, but it was fucking huge and it was famous. The things I saw take place in there, I used to leave like this. I don't want to touch nothing. But what I'm trying to tell you is that back then, it was underground. It remained underground. These people try to make this normal acceptance. I'm sorry, but that's not how this is. Things like this need to remain as an underground culture. Why? Because once the media picks up on this, they completely destroy it. It's what happened with the vampire scene in New York when I was part of that. All the vampires in New York and New Jersey used to come see Empire Hideous play at a concert. But what happened in the mid 90s, mid to late 90s, they started getting interviewed from places like I don't know, Current Affair or some tabloid shit television show that basically exploits them. And all of a
Absolutely.
sudden, absolutely, all of a sudden, the vampires of New York City, New Jersey were being mocked because they were making asses out of themselves by being on mainstream television. I used to scream when I used to do a concert and they used to have Channel 4 News there or TMZ or some stupid, tabloid television show where they're just there to mock us.
Yeah.
And I used
Well,
to
they're
say,
looking for the publicity of it, right?
right,
The next big break of a story. But I don't think they understand the dangers of it either. Because I don't know, my outlook would be like with children.
of
I think there
course.
is a certain age that these kids need to be at before they get exposed to anything like this. 'Cause,
Right.
My point exactly. Uh, the same thing is happening here. They're trying to make it like, oh, look, the LGBTQ community and how they're trying to make it so like it's just normal thing. I'm sorry, but seeing a guy with a 5 o'clock shadow and is half balding with his hair done, wearing makeup in a tutu, saying
you
this
just
is normal.
described me perfectly sitting here.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mind if that's what you want to do. It fine. Do it behind closed doors.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm the same way.
don't mock yourself. Don't let people
Right.
mock you by letting it come out into the public. There's no need for it.
I'm
know?
debating if I'm going to tell a story.
Oh,
In my
Brian's about
head.
to come out of the
Please.
closet.
So I've had an experience when I was in
See?
the service. I happened to be in the barracks. I was in the Army, and I was on AOL, right? And I'm in a chat room, and I was talking to this female, and she starts talking about this stuff, and I had no idea what it was. She was saying BDSM. Well, what is that? And then S&M and the difference and whatnot. I'm like, wow, you really into this? She said, yeah, I have this big metal cross in my bedroom. I was like, oh, really? And we start talking more and more, and I'm practically like, hey, I want to check this out, So I go to her place.
Was the cross
And,
like this, like an X?
No, it was
Oh,
like
it's
this.
straight out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a crucifix.
like a crucifixion cross.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go there, and we're sitting in her living room and
That's where Brian got his ass spanked with a cat of nine tails.
having a beer. And about 2 sips in, she said, I'll be back in just 1 minute, right?
Uh-oh.
So she goes into, I assume it's her bedroom, and I'm sitting there drinking my beer. And I'm like, I don't know, man. What did I get myself into?
Let me guess.
That's
she
called the
changed.
power of the pussy.
So the door opens, and it's like this light shine through the door, right? And exactly. Thank you. And she's wearing this like leather outfit
I
with
knew
a
it.
crop in her hand.
I knew it. I knew
And
it.
I'm like, uh-oh. And so she says, come here.
Come
and
here.
so she
Hey,
puts
is
a
your wife
blindfold
still
on
sitting
me.
next to you?
Yeah, she's right there. She knows the story.
Tell her earmuffs.
I'm not going to go into all the details, but I get tied up to the cross with the blindfold on. And
Oh
I'm
gosh.
naked,
Naked.
Then she did quite a few things to me, and it was a terrifying experience, and I've never done anything like it since.
Suddenly we understand Brian's childhood trauma.
But I can tell you, I was well educated on exactly what these things are now. At that
Good.
night, I'm very well educated into these things.
At least
As soon as
something
you-
positive came out of it, right?
As soon as you started talking about this stuff, I was like, oh no, I know a lot about this stuff.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let this play out a little bit so we can see a little bit more, and then I got a
Yeah.
little surprise for you.
Okay.
All right. So and look how hot this chick is. Look at that. Look at those rolls.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. I'm sorry, but have a little.
Now this looks
Dignity.
interesting. The Python hunter.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we're
gonna be
not
video
going
of
to
the
I
that.
have
cake
all
flow.
kinds of things coming into my head here with the python. Ooh.
So, all right. So a couple of weeks ago, I told Bryan when we were talking, like after one of the shows, I said, "Hey, man, check this out. I got this book, And this is a book I got, let's see. Yeah, this came out in 2001. So I got it in the early part of 2000, somewhere between 2001 and 2005. And basically, here's the cover of the book. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like it's a girl. Like you can see here, her eyes are here. She's got a blindfold on, and there's somebody like holding, like tying her up behind it. So that's the cover of the book. Basically, it says "Safe S&M Playbook." So I'm going to read a little passage to you. So it's all about rules and instructions, but wait till you hear how some of it's described. So I'm going to go right into the second paragraph of one of the things here, and it's talking about safe sex and getting off. STDs can be transmitted during oral sex, even if you don't get cum in your mouth.
God damn.
Sores in your mouth or on your lips make oral sex far less safe.
That's called ribbed for his pleasure.
Don't brush or floss your teeth beforehand. To make oral sex safer, use a barrier like a condom. Or, for a female partner, plastic wrap or a dental dam. And then it says in parentheses, a little lubricant in the tip of the condom or on the side of the barrier that touches the vagina can increase sensitivity. Okay, the next
Is it weird
part
that I have a boner right now?
Yeah, I have one too. Listen.
Let's show everybody.
Okay.
I'd have to put the camera way down there. It needs a zoom.
Can you see it? Okay.
Why is it blue?
It's just choking.
It's wearing a condom.
It's wearing a condom. I got no blood flow. Okay, so it carries on. Putting your tongue in someone's asshole, which is called rimming, exposes you to many STDs, especially hepatitis A. Contact with shit can expose you to the parasites or disease-causing microorganisms. Covering the butt with a dental dam. I still don't know what a dental dam is.
I don't either. But this is why I don't do anal.
It sounds like one of those things like for females, right? It's like a round deal, right? And it's like what they stick it up there.
They insert it, right?
Covers, right? It's similar to that.
Well, are we back
Okay.
on the dishwashing stuff? Is that what I'm understanding?
It's like a flat. It's like a flat condom, right?
Yes.
Without
yes.
the tube. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I kind of figured it was something like that. Okay, so it goes on to say, contact with shit can expose you to did I read that part already? I did.
Parasites.
Covering the butt with a dental dam or plastic wrap offers protection. Put some lube on the side of the barrier, away from your tongue, to increase sensitivity. And the last paragraph says, penetration with a bare cock can carry the risk of STDs, HIV, or unwanted pregnancy. Always use it in the butt. Yeah, right? Oh, well, the leftists seem to think that men can have babies and it's called butt babies. Did you know that?
I fucking did not know they were calling them butt babies.
That is a true statement. The men who have transformed into a woman, so they think, they believe thoroughly that they can have a period.
The reproductive organs are not there.
And they can have a baby, although the baby is called a butt baby. Yet there has never been any baby born out of a guy's ass. So, I mean, their comments and them saying that this is actually something that can happen is completely false. And I love when they say follow the science, because they're all fucking idiots. There is no science to prove that a man can have a baby. Period. Anywho, uh, always using a condom is the safest move when penetrating your partner's anus, vagina, and mouth. Condoms are 99.9% effective in protecting against STDs when used correctly. Now, I'm not going to go on and on, but I have to read you one more passage.
Yeah, let's get away from the safety stuff and get to the good stuff.
Yes, I have to read you the part about ecstasy and urination. I just didn't mark it down. So, here's one about fisting. You want me to read that instead?
Yeah, I want to hear that one.
You want to hear about fisting? All right.
Yeah.
I haven't read this one. Here's the picture. Here's the picture inside the book. Can you see that?
Holy shit.
That's lovely. It's a great book. Okay. Believe it or not, shit like this is what they have in grammar schools today, teaching kids as young as 6
Yeah, fuck. Nope.
about anal sex and oral sex and gay sex and like how it's just normalized. Bro, I didn't learn about sex until I was 16 and I got laid. That's how I learned about sex.
I was 14.
Yeah.
But teenagers, right? Which is
Right.
usually around the time it even makes a difference. But that's my problem with media and everything is for somebody that may have not ever known or been exposed to talk or anything of that nature, these people are exposing it to them, and then it gets them thinking about it, and then they get inquisitive, and you know what happens next. So I'm firm in my stance of leave the fucking children alone with that stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kids should not be learning any of this stuff. They should be outside playing ball, riding bikes,
Yeah,
playing with their friends. This is utter bullshit to teach these kids. And the fact, like, parents need to rise up. Parents need to start taking their kids out of school at any cost possible to get them away from these public schools where these so-called teachers who are dressed in rainbow colors. I got nothing against you. Want to be gay, fine, but not in the classrooms for children. And they're talking about all this stuff like it's supposed to be normalized. Get your kids out of that school.
Right, and that's just, even for straight people. I wouldn't want straight people in there talking to my children about how to have sex or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Their things are
Precisely.
too, it that's a blanket thing for everyone.
Okay. Now that we're through that conversation, I'm going to read you 2 paragraphs from this book real quick. Ready? Here we go. This is about fisting, ladies and gentlemen. This potentially... Now, if you don't know what fisting is, I'm going to have to explain it to you right now. So you take your fist, and I got a big fist.
Ask me how I know.
Take your fist and you go right up there, okay? And believe me, I've seen this done in the S&M clubs, and it is positively revolting.
Yeah, I figured it out after you paid me $20.
Okay, fisting. This potentially dangerous game should be learned from an experienced player. Use a latex glove and, for vaginal fisting, a water-based lubricant. A thick oil-based lube like Crisco I'll never bake again. Is safer for anal fisting because the rectal lining is thinner and fragile. Oil-based lubricants do not belong in the vagina. Proceed slowly, tracking the bottoms, meaning the submissive person, the bottom. Tracking the bottom's response. In other words, if they're going, ooh, that feels good, then you can proceed.
I can't wait for my kids to see this.
Mind you, this is all a joke, folks. This is not.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not teaching.
This is an
S&M
18
here.
plus episode for sure.
Yes.
As most are.
I'll tell you, when we get to this part,
Viewer
you can-
molestation is advised.
when you get to this part of the video show, you can shut it off. All right. I'll get through this quickly. Blah, 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 blah. Proceed slowly, tracking the bottom's response. So if they're going, ooh, that feels good, that's great. If they're going, ah, that means it's bad. If there's any pain or resistance, back off. Drugs or alcohol will dull pain sensors. Not everyone can relax enough or is large enough to get fisted.
No.
If you see any blood, have the bottom recline, apply a cold pack, and seek immediate medical attention. And
Or just stay out of the asshole, man.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Even better. Don't put your whole fist up somebody's ass.
Yeah.
If untreated, injury can lead to massive infections and death.
Mhm.
Other signs that injuries may have occurred include fever or pain. Next paragraph. Enema equipment, nozzles, bags, hoses, Bardex bulbs, I don't even know what that is, etc., should not be shared. Have your own equipment. Imagine, like, I've got my own enema equipment, so we could use mine and you can use yours. Sorry. Bulbs should not be shared. Have your own equipment and keep it clean. Lubricate the nozzle before insertion. Use tepid water only. Any chemical in the water will be absorbed by the bowel lining. So alcohol, did you know that you can get drunk by sticking alcohol up your ass?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Some
You can
people
also
don't know that.
hydrate that way as well. They teach you
I've heard
in
that.
the military.
I've heard
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
very absorbent.
You'll have to tell us that story after we finish this one, Brian.
Yeah. How did you find out?
Okay, we're almost done. So, alcohol in an enema affects people far more strongly than alcohol consumed orally. Add water slowly to prevent cramping, no more than a quart at a time, and allow prompt expulsion of the water. Inflatable Bardex equipment should only be used by people with medical training. And maybe next time I will read more about drinking urine with ecstasy in it. Would you like to, we got a couple minutes left. Would you like to,
Can you do the same thing with baby oil? Maybe.
well, they say baby oil is not supposed to be in your body. You can have it on your body, but
Wow.
once you go in the body,
Ask Diddy.
ask
yeah,
Diddy.
that's where the direction I was going there.
Tell us about the whole rehydration thing, because I'm actually
Oh, no.
I'm actually interested in that.
Yeah, no, we did a lot of first aid in the military. You're always training and learning new things. And a course that I took, they told you that you can literally take an IV, you just break off the end and shove it up your whoever's needs
Bunghole.
the hydration, shove it up their butt, and it's like instant hydration.
Now, let me ask you a question, since you obviously know about this.
Uh-huh.
What would be the benefit of drinking up your butt instead of drinking down your throat?
It
Because
comes
there's-
with flavor.
It goes straight to the colon, right? So it goes in there. Well,
No, really. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead. I'm serious.
it
Go ahead.
just it gets into the system faster.
Yeah.
So
It
you
doesn't
mean
have
to
to go
tell
through
me
the stomach and different areas. Yeah.
Well, they talk about the liner being thinner.
the
So the
colon liner?
bloodstream and everything from your rectal area, yeah, it's a lot more absorbent.
I had
actually
no
knew,
idea.
Yeah, I knew a girl who actually put ecstasy in her ass because it worked faster.
I've heard of people like drinking a beer, just like
The butt chug.
cracking open a beer with their ass cheeks and then drinking it with their ass. I've heard of people doing that. In fact, I knew a
Yeah.
guy who did it once, and he got ripped, man. No pun intended.
Yeah. I knew a guy who taught himself how to fart on command
You?
by putting a bicycle pump tube up his ass and pumping it. And for whatever reason, it unlocks some kind of a fucking superpower.
Wow.
What is wrong
Yeah.
with people?
Dude, don't ask me. And this isn't, hey, question for somebody I know things. This was, somebody I knew that.
Yeah, sure, it was you.
Yeah.
You
My
learn
point.
something new every time on this show.
About Tom, we sure
It's a
do.
medical episode.
All right, so you wanna do a little quiz? I think I got the quiz. Let me see.
Okay.
Share.
Ooh, quizzes.
Yeah,
I'm terrible
we're
with
into
these things.
trivia now, man. We're doing all kinds of
Oh, you were
different
definitely
things.
fucking about to turn 60, Mike. I'm waiting to hear. Well, we started doing crossword puzzles. You want to do one with us?
Sudoku's next.
Can you see this on the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So basically, there are going to be some questions asked.
Okay.
And before they give the answer, I'm going to pause it and I want to see if you and or Bryan or myself know the answers. You down? Tommy?
Yes.
I will give my greatest attempt.
Okay. Let's see what I got because I don't even remember. Here we go.
I'm raising my hand.
Okay. Here we go.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago for sure.
Chicago. Okay. We got that one easy. No problem. All right. Next question.
Wyoming.
Yep.
Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming,
Wyoming.
right? Of course. I was going to say Colorado, but Colorado is the Grand Canyon,
Mountains.
right?
The Who Canyon?
Grand Canyon is in
That's Arizona.
Arizona.
yeah.
That was
yeah.
close. All right. So we're probably right here. All right. Let's see. What do we got next?
That's Colorado.
Fucking,
Colorado?
Yep.
Let's see. I was going to say the square state, but they're all square out there practically. I got a question. You see this? You see where my cursor is
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
screen? You see that little area right there that I'm circling? I believe that's Oklahoma, no?
Yes,
no,
it
it's
is.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
No,
Okay.
Arkansas is
No, it's not Arkansas.
It's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay, so here's something I bet you guys didn't know. This area that I'm circling with my cursor,
It's
You
known
see
as
it,
the
right?
Panhandle. Yes.
okay, that area of Oklahoma was considered to be, what was the term? Not no man's land, like a Wild West kind of thing, okay? You could go into that area and kill somebody and you would not be charged for the murder. Now, mind you, this went back to as far as the 1800s when we were still getting these states, if you will, and making them America. So I heard about this a while back. And this goes back into the 1800s. That area was literally an area that was considered to be lawless, and people were being murdered and killed and disappearing by the hundreds back then. So I thought that was a little interesting thing I would share with you guys. Anywho,
Very interesting.
it's fascinating, right? Let's move on, shall we? Oklahoma.
Got it.
See, I told you.
Bald eagle.
Yeah.
The pigeon. These are
You know-
easy questions.
Yeah.
You know what the national bird of Mexico is?
The condor.
No.
No?
It's a fly. It's a
A
joke.
fly.
A fly.
Are you for
It's
real?
a joke. It's a joke.
Like
Trying
on
to
the
figure it
donkey's ass.
It's a fly.
It's
Why
a
would it
third
be a
world
fly?
country. It's a third world country. You know, like
I still don't get it. You know, they've considered Somalia to be a fourth world country. That's how bad it is.
man.
Jesus.
All right, so we know this one. That's pretty obvious. All right, let's get through this. Beautiful picture, too. Okay.
Yeah, I love those birds.
Alaska.
Texas.
Alaska or California?
Texas.
It is Alaska. As a matter of fact, I think Bryan and we
That was in
did
our episode last week.
another one, right? Yeah, where they asked about which was the largest state in America, and I thought it was California, but I completely forgot that we have Alaska, and it
That's
is.
not even a state. It's just a snow pit.
How much did we buy that for, Bryan? Like $1 million from Russia?
Oh, it wasn't even that, dude.
It was less than that, right?
We
Russia,
brought that up one time, and let me look it
Yeah.
up here.
Russia was selling it. They're like, hey, who wants to buy a state? Who wants to buy land? And America bought it. And we got it for a really good price. And
$7.2 million.
7.2
Wow.
million. Not bad for, and that
The
was
whole state.
in the
50s.
the 1950s, right? Right. And then I think we got Hawaii after or before. Well, one way or another, we got it. And it's I was always curious about how we got Hawaii, but I know the whole Alaska story. So
All right.
Are you-
So is it 1959 for Hawaii?
oh, okay. And then 1950 for Alaska?
Whoa. It's both in 1959.
Ah, okay. Something new I've learned. All right. Moving along.
Hold on.
Oh, you were
Okay,
right.
I screwed up. We got Alaska in 1867,
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
and Hawaii we got in 1959. Sorry about that.
that was the year after I was born. All right, here we go.
That's the Bean in Chicago.
Yes.
Which U.S. landmark is this? You said Chicago?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one similar in Manhattan, but
Is there?
Quite
I
interesting.
didn't know that.
mhm.
Is it as big?
Yeah, I got a photo of it.
That's pretty neat. Wonder what it's made of.
Fiberglass. No, I don't know. Oh no,
Cloud
that's the Cloud Gate.
The
What was
fuck is
that?
that?
The hell's it- That might be the one that Tom's talking about. Hold on, let me look that up.
That didn't look like Manhattan.
This is a good question.
Rhode Island.
I was going to say the same thing. I know Delaware is small, but
Oh, okay.
I-
The Bean. The Cloud Gate is also known as the Bean.
Okay,
So-
so yeah, you were right there.
okay, you ready?
Ready?
Yeah,
What is the smallest state in the U.S. by area? Here we go.
Delaware by far.
You think so? I think it's
I
Rhode
think
Island.
it's Rhode Island.
You guys
None of
might
your
be right on
business,
that one.
lady.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm sorry. My bad.
Right on.
Can't get them all right. The Mississippi.
The Mississippi River. And we know that. That's pretty obvious. The funny thing is, Tom,
Oh, it's the
Oh,
Missouri.
we were fucking wrong.
oh, we are bad
We
Americans.
suck.
The reason we're doing this, Tom, is because we've been showing some clips lately of people who go on the street and literally ask college students,
Mhm.
high school students, the most basic, I mean, easy
And they can't
question.
answer them.
Yeah, like in other words, what president is on the penny?
So this segment should be called "Test Your Stupidity."
This is more this. I mean, I should have picked a better video. This is more for like kids, like
Yeah.
serious kids.
And
The
then
ones-
here we are getting them wrong.
Well, we're doing pretty good. That was a trick question. Come on, Mississippi.
That's right, though. The Mississippi runs north and south, and the Missouri kind of weaves and stuff. So
Goes up and
I'll
down.
never go to the Dakotas. Nobody cares about that land, so nobody knows
That's
Missouri.
where, isn't that where South Park is from?
I'm not sure. I think they're from Colorado, aren't they?
No,
Yeah.
no. It's
No?
north.
I think it
and-
is.
No, is it? No. They're
Brian's
from.
about to Google the shit out of it.
I got to pull a map up, and I can tell you. I'm pretty sure it's the Dakotas. Hold on, I got to look at a map. Map. Zoom
Yeah.
out.
Sorry, buddy.
What?
It's in Colorado,
Yep.
Get out. Is it really?
Central Colorado.
South Dakota, North Dakota. Oh, okay. I completely stand corrected. I thought it was up near Canada. All right, I'm a fool. Anywho, what I was trying to tell you, Tom, is we've been picking these videos where these people go on the street and ask normal Americans, mostly American people, the simplest of questions. In other words, when you see a clock, he'll hold up an image of a regular clock, not digital.
Analog.
It'll say like 3:15, and they can't figure it out. They don't even know what a regular clock is.
They don't even teach it really anymore.
Yeah, they
Last
ask them how many dimes are in a dollar, and they don't know. 60. How many states do we have? 52. No. 40. No, 27. Who
Very different from when I was growing up.
when the interviews were done, they were when Biden was still president, and they would ask him, who's the vice president of America right now? They would say Barack Obama.
Yeah, pretty much every time. Yeah.
Which I guess that is the right answer because he was in the
Yeah.
background, weaving it up.
But I mean, just so stupid, so stupid. Like this is the future of America.
Yeah.
And they don't even know the most basic things. Can't tell time, can't count change, don't know the states, don't know who was the first president. Barack Obama. Like who freed the slaves? They literally couldn't figure it out. And they asked black people. They didn't even know. I got a joke for you. You're gonna like this one. You ready? You ready? What do you call a black man on the moon?
The grain of pepper and the salt.
No. Brian,
That's
do you
pretty
have
good,
it?
though. I have absolutely no idea. A fly.
An astronaut, you fucking racists.
I see what you did there.
Ah.
All right, moving along. You know what? This is stupid. We can do better.
Hold on, do one more.
One more. All right. Well, let me
come back.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to pick a different one. I wonder if this will work. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. Check this out. This guy is Joey B. Tunes, and he's just like me. Hates everything. Check it out. See, that's me.
Like the squawking chickens. I don't know what the bitch is about. Oh my God, man.
Oh my. Oh my God. Look, I could play this all day long, but I really want to just go. We got actually, we're at 10 o'clock. I'll tell you what, we'll pick one more thing, and then we're going to wrap it up. Here,
We're gonna wrap it up like your SM book.
my SM book, my SM
SM.
book. All right, here. This is about music. Let's see how good you are, Mr. Musician. You ready?
All right, I'm about to fail it.
What is that? What movie is that from?
Oh Jesus, I have no idea.
Brian?
I couldn't hear anything.
You couldn't.
I
I
can't
got
hear
the
it either.
I got the volume up. Maybe am I
You
just
got-
sharing?
did you
I was
remember
watching
to
the
hit
counter
share
into
sound?
the video?
Oh wait, let's see if
Before you shared
You are share. You are in screen sharing.
No, did you hit the share sound before you played the video?
Try it again.
When you
Here we
hit the
go.
share button.
How's that? Let's try it now. No?
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, the volume's up. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. But all right, we'll skip it. If I can't figure it out, I'm not going to sit here and play like I know what I'm doing. Anyway, let me stop sharing. And there you are. Okay. Well, it has been an interesting conversation. I'll say that. Tom,
It's always
thank
fun
you.
when you're around, Tom.
Absolutely.
For
I was
sure.
just going to say, Tom, thank you for coming
Goes
on.
in
I
a
really
different
appreciate
Thanks
direction.
for having
sure.
me. Oh, yeah. I hope it's the only time he goes in a different direction.
it. By the way, today is April 1st. And did you know on this day in 1883, Lon Chaney was born? You know who Lon Chaney is, right? He played the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
The guy. He also played the vampire in the silent film, which is lost to time, called London After Midnight. He was going to be picked for the role of Dracula.
Is that where the band got its name from, by chance?
London After Midnight?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Ah, I did not know that.
Yes, and if you've ever seen the T-shirt, the album cover that Empire Hideous did, the second album is the image of Lon Chaney dressed as the vampire in London After Midnight
Yeah.
on the cover. He's on the cover
Oh,
of
yeah.
on
That's
my
awesome.
EP. Anyway, today was his birthday from 1883. So he's 100, 170 years old.
So he is a vampire.
160 or something like that. About 160 some years old.
Damn.
Lon Chaney. Anyway, I thought I'd let you guys know that.
That's awesome.
Now, next week, folks. Oh, by the way, everybody, Bryan and I, if you're watching this, obviously, if you're watching the show, you're noticing that it's pre-recorded. We had a couple of situations here that we had to take care of, and unfortunately, we had to pre-record the show. So we're recording on April 1st. It'll be out on the 2nd, obviously, and you'll be seeing it. So if you're having any ideas as to why the timing is off, that's why. In any event, on the 16th of April, Hideous Diversion will be, that'll be episode 51. We're going to have Tyler Fleming from October Noir on. He's going to come on. I think. Will you still be in on the cruise at that point, Tom?
What day is that on?
The 16th of April. It's a Thursday.
We'll be out to sea.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to have Tyler come on. We're going to have some fun with him. So I'm looking forward to that. And on the 9th of April, nothing real fancy special, but Bryan and I will be doing our shtick as we do every month. And no guest for that day, just a lot of screaming and yelling. It will be the 25th birthday of my now formerly dead bird named Captain, my former yellow-crested cockatoo, who I absolutely loved and adored, and I sorely miss him. Anywho, on that note, Bryan, did you have anything you would like to say?
Thank you for being on this Hideous Diversion.
No problem. I enjoyed coming on.
Hmm?
That was a
I
joke,
hated
guys.
every minute of it.
See, neither one of you laughed at my joke.
I was talking to the crowd.
No, the crowd.
I missed the joke.
Oh, forget it. Let's get off the show. I'm sick of you guys. So, Tom, do you want to promote anything one more time? Just go through whatever you want to promote right here, right now.
Yeah, just keep your eyes open for the tour dates that are coming. That starts in July. So hopefully within the next week or two, we'll be ready to set them free.
All right. And again, you'll be doing that cruise.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody listening to this is lucky enough to have tickets to go on this cruise, but if you are, great. Then you're hearing it right here from Mr. Tom Noir from
And then come
October
find me.
Noir. And then come find him. By the way, how many people does this boat hold?
Oh my God, dude. It's I know it's with
Thousands.
Norwegian. Yeah, it's massive. It's like the fucking Titanic. I figured that Trey and I will probably recreate the scene. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You know, right on the bow before we wreck into the fucking islands.
And do you have any idea how many people will be going on this trip?
Man, thousands. Thousands.
Wow.
Oh, it's
And
it's massive.
it's all like heavy metal and goth people and alternative people.
I don't even know if you'd really say goth people. It's a lot of the bands from the '80s, the rock music, a lot of the hair
But
metal stuff.
ultimately, it's not going to be any rap music or anything like that, right?
No, definitely not.
Because I've seen
Well,
what
they might be in
happens
the
on those boats.
clubs or the bars, but yeah.
Well, this ship is not open to the public per se.
It is as long as you've paid for your ticket. But you gotta have a passport and all that shit. Do all that
Okay.
fun stuff.
Yeah, I
But
guess you
yeah,
do have to have a passport, even in international waters, huh?
yeah, because you're going outside of the international side. Um,
Okay.
so like when I worked offshore, yeah, years ago, I didn't have to have a passport, but we stayed in the Gulf. But I mean, we were pretty far out to where, yeah, I guess if we would have touched on any other land, Mexico or something like that, um, it probably would have required it.
Cool. All right. Um, what's your website again?
OctoberNoir.com.
And for those of you who are too stupid to know how to spell noir, it's Noir.
That's
Noir.
right. The French.
No R. No IR.
Arr.
Um, Instagram?
Yeah, October Noir.
Okay. It's all October
Yeah,
Noir,
and I
right?
just actually started a TikTok. Ugh. Oh,
What
so
are you,
I'm
10?
posting. No shit. I didn't want to do it, man, but I
You
finally got
have to.
convinced. Yeah, I mean, I think actually our video from when we performed at Dingbats is on there.
Is it?
Yeah, so what I've done is I've kind of used it as a territory to post a lot of like unseen behind the scenes or things like when we were hanging out with Kenny and Johnny from Typo in New Orleans. I posted a little video of that. So it's just some like unknown, unseen stuff. I just use it for that purpose.
Okay. Cool. All right. So we're gonna let you go. Thank you so much for being part of this. I
No,
really
thank you for
appreciate it. It
having
was
me.
always fun
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
have you on and talk about things. And I think the good thing about having Tom on is that we can be a little bit more down to earth and friendly and talk about things that I normally wouldn't talk about with any other people because I specifically politics. Like I don't talk about politics with other people when we do an interview. Um,
Yeah, I don't have a lot of problems with people like that. If you're getting butthurt about it, I'm sorry for you, but no, I like for everybody to be able to have their own opinions and be open and say
sure.
what they want to say, as long as everybody can get along.
But the difference is here is that you and I know each other as well as Bryan knowing you.
Hmm.
And it's just a different vibe, a different atmosphere. And
Yeah,
some people, I don't know them that well, so I wouldn't go into a territory on a subject that I don't want to offend anybody with.
right, right.
At least I can offend you and you'll laugh.
That's right. Yeah, because I'll make fun of myself. I don't care.
Oh, look at the puppy. You see that puppy, Tom?
Yeah, is that the one that tied you up to a crucifix and beat you?
Yeah, yeah.
What a bitch.
This
This
is, yeah,
dog-
I
Oh,
think you
he
were
is
on the
loving.
episode where,
Look at his face.
yeah,
That dog
she
is
got a
blind,
motor.
Tom.
She's got a motor.
That dog is blind, Tom.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that dog is lucky then, because having to look at you guys this entire fucking time, I wish I was blind.
That puppy, when he got
That
that
is a
dog, was
sweet as shit.
already she was already blind in one eye. And then just what, a year ago? A year and a half ago?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, about 7 episodes in.
How old is she?
That's when she lost her eye. She's 3.
Oh wow, she's young too. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
damn.
Brian-
Is it like hereditary or is it?
No, Brian's cat attacked.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
wow.
have a
Second
feral
one.
cat that she was, getting rough with, and the cat didn't like it. And she just,
Jesus, man, that poor
so
thing.
yeah, we had to
I
have
know,
her one
right?
eye surgically removed.
Oh,
And the funny thing
Wow.
is, the eye that she wasn't born with it used to be white, but when she lost that eye, it turned brown.
oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Which is crazy, dude. And we think she can see a little, she can see something because she'll
Yeah.
look like she's staring at you.
Yeah,
It's
trying to figure
weird.
it out. Yeah, poor
Mhm.
thing, man.
But she, my friend that was on our show last week, she goes and finds these puppies because like veterinary people are gonna put them to sleep, so they
Yeah.
call her, and she goes and she saves them. And she literally had to bottle feed this dog, and then at night, it couldn't breathe through its nose because it has a cleft palate too.
Yeah.
Oh,
She'd cut a
They're bred that way.
pacifier. She'd cut a pacifier and stick it in her mouth so she could breathe through that. And she learned how to
Oh.
breathe through her mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great
Wow.
idea.
Yeah.
Man, that dog has
Yeah.
fucking been through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Well, she's very loved now. Trust me. She
Look
loves
at
our
that.
family.
Oh, I can
and,
see. Yeah.
Look at their face.
my-
Brian, can you pet her, like turn her towards the camera and pet her on the head and talk so we can see on the big screen? Say something.
Hello.
Look at that face.
She is loving it, man.
Yeah, she has a motor, so if I scratch her on her side, she usually moves her head or starts licking, like she just goes nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so cute. She really is.
She's been like
adorable.
really wanting to get on my lap, so
Yeah,
I
hey,
had
let
to
her up
pick her up.
anytime.
yeah.
All right. So, having said all that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to tonight's show. You might as well stick around, Tom. We're gonna finish off the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody who watched tonight's show, even though we weren't live. I apologize for that. But it is what it is, and we'll
We'll
fix
be live
things.
next week.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out. I would like to say, if you enjoyed our program, please subscribe, like, share, smash, hit, punch, kick your computer, and all that jazz. Many thanks to everyone who supports this show. Many, many thanks to my co-host, Mr. Bryan B., also known as the former 1974 Miss America pageant winner, Mr. Bryan B., for whom this program would not be possible without his help and absolute dedication. I am your host, Mike Hideous, pissed off and angry as always. Remember that we are all part of this giant party we've been invited to, but it's a life. Hello. But it's a lifelong sentence that none of us asked for. And we're here till the candle burns out. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching episode number 49 of Hideous Diversion Podcast. And we hope to see you on the next show. Thanks very much and good night.